let me just start. De Gea needs to get sacked. He's crap. He's terrible. Useless. Piece of... Yo, in this day and age of football, you need a sweeper keeper. You need it. It's imperative that you have it. And the perfect example was the 94th minute. United attacking West Ham. We're 1-0 down trying to get a point out of this game. We had about 8 men. We had 10 men in their half. West Ham are panicking. They've cleared the ball, hoofed it up long into our half. As a keeper, you would think as a keeper, let me come out as quick as I can, get the ball back forward as quick as I can to keep the pressure on. De Gea stayed rooted to that 18-yard. He did not come out the box. So Wan-Bissaka had to sprint all the way back, which allowed West Ham the time to push up and then reshape and restructure. That's not good enough. A keeper like Alisson or Edison would have been on the halfway line, hoofing the ball back into the area to keep the pressure on. And that's the differences. Those little nuances of what can win and lose your game. People say, no, it's not important. He can save shots. That shot that he conceded from. We're saying Dave says he's a shot stopper. That stop he conceded from. And then the very start of second half, he got the ball passed straight to Antonio. Thank God it was Antonio. Anyone else would have finished that. Passed straight to Antonio. I was thinking, what is wrong with that guy? He's been a great servant of the club. He's done a great job over the years. But football, there's a thing called evolution. And unfortunately, evolution's caught up to him. He's a player that's failed to evolve. He's relied on, he's a shot stopper for too long. For about 3 years now, I've been complaining about his kicking. It hasn't improved. How many times do your position players press him? Every time he gets the ball, he stops, looks around, hesitates to make a pass, and then he'll hoof it long. Or he'll pass it straight to the danger zone, and then we'll concede from it. What was the game where he passed it straight to Maguire? Maguire had his back turned. There was 2 players running at him. They nicked it off him, and then they scored. The other time, he started the season against Brentford. He did it again to Eriksen. There was 2, Mbeumo and Tony were pressing him. Passed straight to Eriksen. And was it Ben Mee scored from it? There's too many examples. Is that he doesn't use his brain. You can see the guy, your outlet is being pressed. So go long in that case. Use your brain. But no, that's when he decides he wants to be a footballing keeper. He's got to go. He has to go. Bruno Fernandes is the next one. He's a useless guy. He's not a footballer. Bruno Fernandes is not a footballer. 97th minute. We have 8 men in the box. We're trying to get a point. You have the ball on your right foot. Everyone's got their hands up expecting a cross to come into the box. What does Bruno do? You man play football. What's the best option? You're outside on your right foot. There's 8 men in the box. You're in a perfect crossing position. What are you man gonna do?
Cross the ball.
Not Bruno. Oh no, not that guy. He said, you know what? This is my time to shine. I'm not that good on my left foot, but I'm gonna cut in on my left foot, 25 yards out, and I'm gonna ping it and try and score. Man, hit it so hard it went to Rose. Not Bruno Fernandes. That's our captain. But then that guy turned around and started moaning. Remember that last week Sancho told him, shut up and stop moaning. Because you're shit and you're moaning. you can't be shit and be moaning. That guy should not be captain. Man United captain should be either Martinez or Luke Shaw. People are going to say Luke Shaw. Yeah, Luke Shaw's been one of our best players and one of our better players for about 3 seasons. You're going to get 7 out of 10 from Luke Shaw minimum. Martinez or Shaw should be our captain. Not Bruno, not De Gea, not what's his name, Maguire, none of them. Rashidi, everyone was guessing. He's purple. He's a black son. He's a purple patch bandit. He scored what 2 goals in 15 games, and all that. I told you that was him telling himself to think. He don't think on a football pitch. He don't. Yesterday, what was he doing? You didn't see him. He was non-existent. When he ain't scoring, he doesn't contribute. And from the horse's mouth, he come out last week saying, I need to do more in the game when I haven't scored. So he's aware of it, so I'm happy about that. Tony Martial, I love the guy, but he's got to go. Because of him, we have to start with Workhorse up top.
Oh my God. It wasn't even up top. He was playing that stupid 10 role.
It's like playing with 10 men.
That is a
Too
football.
slow, too weak. He's 6'10", can't win a header. So why are you here? Bruv,
Bro.
give me some of your height. I'd be a bad B if I was this height. He's so tall and such a waste of time. And that leads me to the final thing. It's the manager. The manager needs to look in that, because you consistently play that workhorse guy. He's not good enough. He's not. I don't think he's Premier League level, let alone Man United level. I don't think he's. When he was at Burnley, we saw he wasn't good enough at Burnley. They sent him on loan to Turkey, but we, Man United, we decided, you know what? Let's go bring this guy who wasn't good enough for Burnley to come play for us. That's not good enough. And then we start him every single game or play him every single game. That's not good enough. Shout out to Luke Shaw, man. He's good, man. And shout out to Lindelof. He's done the job as well. But these man, the rest of these man are shit, man. These man are crap. Casemiro's come back and not even a shadow. He's come back an ash of himself. The guy's too scared to put an attack. But it's the referees as well. They messed him up. If he puts an tackle, he gets a yellow card. If he goes too hard, he gets a red card. It's a bit of a balancing act. He doesn't know what to do no more. He's scared. But he's been good this season, so I'm not even going to get onto him. But yeah, man, these man ruined my day, man. May the 7th, 2022, last year, Brighton beat us 4-0. May 7th, 2023, we lose to West Ham. Yo, these men are shit, man.
Yeah, man. First, I'll give West Ham credit. They dominated. That was a 1-0 domination. They could have scored more.
Your guy Paqueta, the one that you said you wasn't rated, he was tearing us.
He was, and these past 7 games, he stepped up. He has stepped up.
Maybe he's getting used to the Prem.
Yeah, he's getting used to maybe the Prem or the system now. Because I think before Moyes was playing him deeper, but now he's playing a bit more forward, and he's playing good. So yeah, shout out to him for stepping up. I don't know about Skimaka though. That guy is boy. That guy is alive. I don't even know. But yeah, Man United, boy, De Gea. Legend. Arguably, Man United it sounds strange to say, but he's arguably Man United's best ever keeper. If you look at their numbers.
No, man.
It's crazy to say, but
no, man.
The number of clean sheets, the longevity.
Long enough. He's played we signed him 2012? 2011?
Probably before that.
2011, and it's 2023. He's been there for 12, 13 years.
Bro.
So yeah, you can have longevity on your side, but he's not better than Schmeichel. He's not better than Van der Sar.
We got eyes, bro. We've seen him, man.
He's been good. He's been a very, very good player. He's been one of our better keepers, yes. But best of all, no. Schmeichel and Van der Sar were there.
Yeah, no, I heard that. But the argument can be made. I'll say that. I don't think he's better than Van der Sar or Schmeichel. But
Schmeichel's doing super keeper from early.
The argument, but he used to get lobbed for fun, but that's a whole different. But yeah, De Gea. It's funny because the real modern keepers, yeah, if they make a mistake, yeah, say they pass the ball away and they concede or whatever, that doesn't change the way they play. They're going to keep doing what they're doing. De Gea, yeah, one mistake, his confidence is shattered. He turns into a different keeper. You don't want to come out and go because you made one mistake. This is big boy football. You got to have a short memory, especially as a keeper. When you make a mistake, boy, that happened in the past. You continue playing, but De Gea, you can see he's not confident in his ability to play ball. And yeah, like you said, El Cats, he's extinct, pretty much, because England here, they'll still allow you to not be able to play in the ball, but you can't go home to Spain. If you can't do here, Spain, they will not tolerate that one bit.
Remember Spain? He cost them the Euros. They dashed him quick. We were all saying, why is he not starting for Spain? They saw it from early.
Yeah, Spain, you can't go to Spain and not be able to play ball. No. So yeah, it's weird because he's in the lead for the Golden Glove right now, most clean sheets in the league. But yeah, his performances. That's what I'm saying. It's stats versus eyes. Stats. You look at the stats, you be like, oh, he's
Best
been one
keeper
of
in
the
the
best,
league.
one of the best keepers in the league. But your eyes will tell you a different story. So yeah, that's just an interesting
Who's the
one
better
there.
keeper, Alisson or De Gea?
Alisson is the best keeper in the league, in my opinion.
The stats says Alisson's kept 10 clean sheets to De Gea's 15. Alisson's conceded 42 goals to De Gea's 41. Stats will tell you De Gea is a better keeper, but we all just said Alisson. Stats is killing football. I've been saying it. Sometimes your eyes, people believe your eyes.
Yeah, man, exactly. But yeah, Man United, the whole fan base is like, it's on a low because everyone thought that progression had been made since Oli, but these past couple of games is looking like Oli, which is crazy. I expected this at the start of the season. I said Man United will finish 5th, so we're in and around that. We still shouldn't drop 4th though. That's the ultimate bottle job. It might be worse than Arsenal if Man United do not finish 4th because Liverpool were way off, and now they're on our backside. What's going on? I don't know. But yeah, the squad, it needs to clean out, man. It needs to clean out. Players are not good enough. Like you said, I think the squad is lacking in depth, so a lot of the players are tired. Bruno, one thing I rate about Bruno, he doesn't get tired. He's one of them players, like we were saying earlier, that he can play week in, week out. Casemiro, he's looking tired. Rashford looking out of ideas. Eriksen looks out of sorts. Martial, he just hasn't got the mentality. He just vibes. It reminds me of Lacazette. He'll go back to France next season and score 25 goals. Sancho, boy. People are saying, yeah, he went to the mountains like Kung Fu Panda, came back, ain't done nothing.
He's still stuck in the mountains, man.
Yeah, so did he even get on the pitch?
He came on.
But he came on, didn't do nothing. Yeah, so Man United. That's what I'm saying. I think, people are starting to get onto Ten Hag, but Ten Hag can't implement his style with these players. I think that's where the issue lies.
The
Like
thing
you're
is,
saying,
it's not even the implementation of style. Sometimes the in-game management that we're getting onto him about. Because against what team was it where he brought on Fred and killed us when Eriksen was actually playing a very good game?
yeah, a
What
couple of
game was
games.
it where Fred had that all-time stinker?
Was it Brighton?
Wasn't
might
it
have been
Tottenham?
Brighton.
Tottenham.
It was Tottenham.
Yeah, Tottenham.
When he took off Eriksen and brought on Fred, and he had the all-time most diabolical performance where we collapsed completely. It was 2-0 up. Things like that. Again, when you're starting workhorse over Martial, as vibesy as Martial is, you're gonna get 10 times better performance from him than you will get from workhorse. But that's criminal. You should not be starting workhorse. And he's got to a point where he's made Rashidi feel like he's undroppable. No matter how bad the guy plays, doesn't get subbed, doesn't get rested, nothing. He will start, he will play the full 90. And when you're telling the player, regardless of how crap you are, you're going to play full 90, for me, if I'm Rashidi, I'm going to think the manager's keeping on because the manager thinks I can conjure something out of nothing. So every time I get the ball, I'm going to start shooting. So he's empowered Rashidi to be useless because now every time he gets the ball, just shoots. Someone will be in a better position who'll cut in and shoot. The guy used to be able to cross before. Start of the season was pinging crosses and whatnot. Now, every time he gets the ball, just cuts and shoots. Gets the ball, sprint straight to corner. Rash Bandicoot. That's what he is. That's why I call him Rashidi, the bumper car bandit. We've empowered him to think he's generational. He's not.
The thing is, that goes into what I was saying about squad depth. I've seen that the narrative out there, people are saying that, Ten Hag is treating Rashford like a superstar when he's not. That's just like that's what he has to work with. Rashford's our biggest goal threat, and your biggest goal threat, you have to keep them on the pitch because there's always a chance for them to get a goal. There's no one else in Man United squad right now that is a threat like Rashford is.
You might as well get Ronaldo.
Nah.
If you're gonna bring in workhorse,
I can't
if you're
lie.
gonna start workhorse week in, week out, you're gonna get more from Ronaldo.
Workhorse as a 10, that's an abomination to football. I can't even lie.
Workhorse as a footballer is an abomination to football.
You might as well play Sancho there.
I literally just thinking that Sancho as a false 9, and at some point, just play all your best players. If you haven't really got the squad depth, if you want to go and win games at this point in the season, just put all the most talented players on the pitch and figure
Yesterday
it
we
out.
got Garnacho. Garnacho's been he's pacey. He's a problem. He was back. You could have taken off Rashidi and put on Garnacho. No, we didn't do that. Palestri, every time he's come on, he's looked good. Could have taken Anthony and put on Palestri. Didn't do that. We keep allowing these same guys to keep being diabolical, and it's on the manager has to take some blame for that. What's the point of having a squad and not using them and just using the same? Because Garnacho is not bad. Palestri's come on and proven he's not bad. And against West Ham, where you're losing, why not? If they come in and you lose 2-0 or 1-0, you still lost the game, right? So roll the dice.
Yeah, he made the subs too late. I will say that he did make his subs too late. And I think all the glitter and stardust of Ten Hag has been removed now. Everyone's, all that hype has been removed now. People are starting to be like, it's starting to take a second fall now.
But with him, the one thing I will say is, as much as I'm getting onto him, he's the right manager. He's the right man for the job. We need to invest this summer, and mashallah, we pray that Qatar come in. Astaghfirullah, bruv. Qatar come in, bring in the... I'm Christian, they got me speaking all this Arabic stuff, bro. My mum will kill me. Anyways, bring in Qatar, bring in their millions in Jesus' name. They come in by the grace of God. Help us with some money in it. We need some money, man. Come in with maybe buy the club 6 billion, give these men what they want, get them out of here, bring in your money, back the manager, bring in proper footballing guys behind the scenes, and let's see what we can do. Because Ten Hag, we gave him too much power. And what did he do with that power? He went to the Dutch league and started recruiting all the all-stars. We need to bring in actual footballing people behind the scenes who will override that decision and say, listen, we're not Man United Dutch all-stars. No, stop that. We're actually going to scout the globe and look for players. So we need to bring that in this summer. That's what I want to see. And then when he has a better squad, better talent pool of players to pick from, then we can really judge him. Because the same offenders are offending. De Gea, same offender. Maguire, same offender. Fred, McTominay, same offenders. Martial, Rashford, Bruno, same offenders. So the same offenders under Oli, under Ragnick, under Mourinho is still offending now. Are we surprised? No, they're all criminals. So let's get rid of them first and then see what it can do, because these men are still going to be criminals. If you bring in Pep, they're going to be criminals. Bring in Klopp, they're going to be criminals. So get rid of them criminals, bring in new players, and then let's judge the manager then. So you got a new fresh batch of players. You're not playing the criminals anymore. So let's see what you can do. If you don't do well, then you got to go.
What I will say about Ten Hag, I thought if you get top 4, it's a great season. Just getting the Champions League is a great season. But what I will say, let's be wary of what Ten Hag would do, what players he'll pick in the summer, because last season what he was linked with and what they actually went and got, it wasn't really too promising. As I said before, I remember I started the season, I said to Dens, Casemiro is a good player, but he's 30, and you got him on a 5-year deal. If you're going to spend that much money and that much wages, you must get a young prospect, in my opinion. And went along with that. And the Frankie links and the fact he meant to go get Weghorst, Dutch. I know there's a Dutch link there, and I don't know. We'll see in the summer. This is his opportunity. If he doesn't get it right in the summer, then I don't really see him lasting long there, because I thought this window, with as long as you get the money, of course, this window is really going to be a big window for United. And because there is a lot of holes, even with the players you have now, without excluding those cells, there's a lot of holes. I was saying for the team, and it'd be interesting to see who you actually get through the door.
He needs to be on Arteta vibes. The one thing I respect about Arteta was when he came in, he identified who did he ostracize as soon as he came in.
Yeah.
Özil.
Ozil, yeah.
He left Özil out straight away, and he was your best player or your most consistent assister. Left him out straight away. Said, "I don't care who you are, you're not playing." And then the next season, Aubameyang and Lacazette, your two top scorers. I don't care who you are, you're not playing.
And he stopped playing Pepe from early.
Stopped playing Pepe from early, and Pepe was equivalent to what we have on Anthony now. That whole bigger sign and blah blah. He said that you're not good enough. I'm not playing you. And yeah, fans are getting onto him a bit. Oh yeah, Aubameyang. But look at Arsenal now. They might win the Premier League and they fully deserve it. If Arsenal win the league, I'm not even going to chat shit. I'm not even going to be upset because I respect football and I respect when people do a good job. Arteta's done a good job. You've seen the progress year on year, and that's what we need to adopt. The manager comes in, don't respect these big names. If you're not good enough, if Anthony signed for 85 million as a manager, if he's not working, have the cojones to say, you know, I made a mistake here. He's not good enough. I'm not playing you no more.
The problem is that's his mistake. Then the problem, I'd say, benefited. That's Pepe wasn't his mistake.
It's not his mistake, but as a manager as well, sometimes you make a mistake and you have to be good enough to remedy it. Look at Pep. When he first came in, he signed bare players. The very next season, got rid of all of them.
Yeah, but Pep's a madman.
Exactly, but that's what you need. Pep is a madman, and all these managers, Arteta came from Pep. He moved like a madman when he went to Arsenal. You need that madman mentality.
I will say I think he does have that ruthless streak in him. We saw with Ronaldo. Actually, no,
that's easy to do though. That was so obvious.
To be honest, yeah,
it's so obvious.
Because I was saying he should have done that before the season even started.
Yeah.
Ronaldo.
But when Ronaldo he wasn't even showing up to training.
Ronaldo shot himself.
I'll take that back because Pep, if that was Pep, yeah, Ronaldo wouldn't have seen pre-season, bro.
Yeah,
he would have gone. So it's like Ten Hag needs to be ruthless. Someone like Rashidi, we need to treat him like Thingy did to Aubameyang.
Nah.
No, you don't need to back me, man. Nah, man. So we need to treat him like we did to Aubameyang, bruv. Get rid of him.
What I will say, Ten Hag, if his first priority isn't a keeper and like a centre back, a right back, boy, he's got his priorities wrong. You need a keeper, you need a right back.
I don't think we need I think we need a keeper
and a centre back.
We don't need a centre back. We need a left back and a right back.
And a DM. You need DM. Sorry, DM.
Yeah, we need a left back, right back, DM, striker, and a cam, and a right winger because centre backs were covered. Because Luke Shaw, he's now going to be a centre back now. So we're going to keep Linda, keep Varane, keep Martinez, and Shaw. That's your four. That's your four centre backs, and then right back. I'm getting a new right back. I'm getting rid of a Dalot or Wan-Bissaka. Left back, get a starter, and then keep Malacia as an understudy. DM, get a DM, Caicedo, inshallah. Someone in the middle, Cam. We need three midfielders. You need a CM because you can't have Eriksen. So you need a starting centre midfielder. And then you need a Cam because Bruno shouldn't be playing. And you need a right winger because Anthony's crap. You need a left winger because Rashidi's Rashidian. And you need a striker because Martial only wants to play 10 minutes a month. So you need about 9 players.